Welcome children. In this video you are going to study another very important topic in the series of Python programming, that is flow of control. Here you shall be learning as to what a statement is, what are the different types of statements, and what are the different ways in which control flows through a program. So, talking about statements, statements are the instructions given to the computer to perform any kind of action. Now, as you know that Python program is a collection of several statements where each statement has a particular task to perform. So, statement is like an instruction given to the interpreter which implements a particular task. Clear? Talking about the types of statements, there are three types of statements in Python. First is empty statement, which is also called null statement. Second is simple statement, and third is compound statement. Now we shall be discussing these types of statements in detail. Starting with empty statement, it is a statement which does nothing. It is equivalent to a blank line in the program. It is also called null statement. In Python, this statement is specified by the keyword pass. So whenever you need to specify an empty statement in a Python program, you shall be writing the keyword pass. As soon as this statement is encountered by Python interpreter, then Python does nothing and simply moves to the next statement in flow. So whenever pass is encountered by Python interpreter, it gets to know that it has to perform no action in this particular line, and therefore it has to forward the program control to the next statement in flow. Now the question arises, if this statement does nothing in the program, then why is it used? Children, this particular statement is useful in situations when syntax of the program demands the existence of a statement, but the logic does not. So if in such a situation we place an empty statement, that is pass, then both syntax as well as logic get satisfied. Clear? It is equivalent to a blank statement like I told, and it is generally used in case of loops or if else. So children, as you will make programs using loops and if else statements, you will get to know the actual significance of this statement. So for now we are proceeding. Next category of statement is simple statement. Simple statement is any single executable statement which performs a particular task. Clear? So here you can see two examples where the first statement, that is name is equal to input enter name. This particular statement is taking input of a name from the end user and storing it in the variable name. So this is an example of simple statement. Then you can see another statement, print name. So the task being performed by this statement is to print the value stored inside the variable name. So any single executable statement in a program is called a simple statement. Then the third category of statement is compound statement. Compound statement represents a group of statements executed as a unit. So here you will be having a collection of statements which will be executed as a single unit. The syntax to write such a statement is, you can see compound statement header and then a colon, After this, you have a intended group of statements, which is also called body. So here in this syntax, this particular part is called header and this particular part is called body. Clear? One thing to notice here is that the header is starting at this place, but there is some gap left over here. This gap is called indentation, which is mandatory here. We'll be discussing this in detail in some time. So, talking about the parts of a compound statement has two parts. First is the header, second is the body, like I showed you in the syntax in the previous slide. Header is the line which begins with a keyword and ends with a colon. So, whenever you are writing any compound statement, the header line of that compound statement will be starting with a keyword and ending with a colon. Now, colon indicates the existence of a block of statements which are indented at a different level. Okay, you have already got an idea about this block and indentation in the introductory chapter of Python programming, and you know that whenever colon is there, then the cursor automatically comes to the next line, leaving some space in the beginning, which is called indentation. Clear? So, header begins with a keyword and ends with a colon. Then comes the body. That indented group of statements is called body of the compound statement. It consists of one or more statements, each indented inside the header line. Clear? And all the statements of the body of this compound statement are at the same level of indentation. Let us understand it with the help of an example. See children, right now you haven't studied if else, which is an example of compound statement only, but for the time being, just to make you understand, you can see a code here. In this example, see, this is just a simple statement taking input of a number from user. Then this is a compound statement. See, this if is a keyword. Okay, and see a colon over here. So what does these two indicate? That this is the header line starting with a keyword and ending with a colon. And then you can see that that little space is left here. Okay, both these statements fall under the body of this header line, means compound statement, and are executed as a single unit. So first of all, this statement will be executed, then this statement will be executed. Clear? So this is an example of a compound statement. Again, else is also a keyword. So this is also a compound statement. You can see this one is also a compound statement where else is the keyword, colon is the ending of this header line, and then these are the three statements in the body. Now when you want to come out of this body, okay, suppose now you have written these three statements in the body of else, and now you want to come out of this else. So you have to simply return to the previous level of indentation, means indentation of else. So when you will resume to your previous indentation level, you will be coming out of this body of the compound statement. Okay, so while entering into the body of compound statement, you leave indentation and then start writing, and as soon as you have to come out of that body of the compound statement, you have to resume to the previous indentation level. Clear? This space left in the beginning is called indentation. Now coming to the main topic, that is flow of control. You know that children, a Python program is a collection of various statements, and there must be a sequence in which those statements are executed. So flow of control here means the order in which statements of a program are executed. In simple words, you can say it is the order in which program control gets transferred from one statement to another in the program. So it is basically a sequence as to which statement will be executed first, which statement will be executed later. So normally in your programs till now you have seen that the statements of the program were getting executed sequentially, means the statement which occurred first was executed first, then the statement which executed later got executed later. This kind of flow of control is the default flow of control. Let us see what are the other types of flow of control. See children, statements in a program may be executed in one of the following three ways. First is sequential, second is selection, third is iteration. Now let us see what these flow of controls mean. Sequential means statements of the program are executed in a sequential manner, that is one after the other, just like you were implementing the programs till now. If I take this example, then you can see that this statement taking input of the value of x will be executed first, then the value of y will be taken input, then s is equal to x plus y will be done, and after this the sum will be printed. So you executed the statements of this program in a sequential manner. You can see the flowchart also here. Statement 1 is executed, then 2, then 3, then 4, and this way the program gets executed. This is called sequential flow, and this is the default flow of control for the program. Now second is selection. Selection means execution of a set of statements depending upon a condition test. So here you will be basically specifying a condition, where condition is any logical expression which results into either true or false. So here you are going to write any logical expression which will either result into true or false. So if the condition is found to be true, then one set of statements is executed, otherwise another set of statements is executed. Clear? So here you have a selection to make. Either go this way or go that way. You cannot go both the ways. Clear? So let us understand it with the help of an example. See, this is an example implementing selection flow. You know children, selection, example of selection is if else. Clear? So here you can see that in this program, first of all, input of a number is taken which is stored in x. Now if this x is found to be 5, means if the value of this x is found to be 5, then this set of statement will be executed, and if it is not so, means the value of x is not equal to 5, then this set of statement will be executed. So depending upon the result of this condition, you are deciding either this to be executed or this to be executed. In none of the situations both will be executed. Clear? तो चाहे आपकी कंडीशन का रिजल्ट कुछ भी हो, दोनों मतलब इफ़ की बॉडी और एल्स की बॉडी दोनों एग्जीक्यूट नहीं होते हैं. या तो इफ़ की बॉडी एग्जीक्यूट होगी या एल्स की एग्जीक्यूट होगी. इफ़ की बॉडी तब एग्जीक्यूट होगी जब इफ़ की कंडीशन ट्रू मिलेगी, अदरवाइज एल्स की बॉडी एग्जीक्यूट होगी. सो हेयर यू आर बेसिकली मेकिंग अ सिलेक्शन in one of the two ways. Clear? And that selection is made with the help of this condition that you have specified in the compound statement. Next is, you can see a flow chart depicting you the selection flow of control. Here you can see that you have to specify a condition. Now this condition can either be true or it can be false. So if it is true, then these statements will be executed, and after executing these statements you will be reaching this point. Clear? And if this condition is found to be false, then you will be executing this set of statements and reaching this point. So you will be reaching a common point, but to reach this common point, you will be either following this way or you will be following this way. Clear? So, depending upon the result of this condition, either this set of statement was executed or this set of statement was executed, and whatever way you follow, depending upon the condition test, you have to reach this common point. Clear? Talking about the third flow of control, that is iteration. Iteration means repetition of a set of statements depending upon a condition test. अब पिछले केस में आपने देखा था कि कंडीशन थी जिससे आप सेलेक्ट कर रहे थे इस तरफ जाना है कि इस तरफ जाना है, लेकिन यहाँ पे कोई सिलेक्शन नहीं है. यहाँ पे आपको एक कंडीशन दी जाएगी और जब तक वो कंडीशन ट्रू होगी, सी सेम सेट ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स विल बी एग्जीक्यूटेड again and again till the given condition is found to be true, and as soon as the condition becomes false, control jumps out of the loop. Means आपको एक कंडीशन दे रखी है और कुछ सेट ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स दे रखे हैं. अगर वो कंडीशन ट्रू है तो आप जब तक कि वो कंडीशन ट्रू रहेगी तब तक आप उन्हीं स्टेटमेंट्स को बार बार एग्जीक्यूट करते रहेंगे और काम चलता रहेगा. लेकिन जैसे ही वो कंडीशन फॉल्स होगी, आप कुछ नहीं करेंगे और उस लूप से बाहर आ जाएंगे, मतलब उस आइटरेटिव स्टेटमेंट से बाहर आ जाएंगे. तो इसको एक फ्लो चार्ट से समझते हैं. हेयर यू कैन सी दैट आई हैव स्पेसिफाइड अ कंडीशन. नाउ इफ दिस कंडीशन इज फाउंड टू बी ट्रू, सी यू आर एग्जीक्यूटिंग दीज सेट ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स, then going to this place, updating. There is a element called updation also, which you will be able to understand when you will study an example of this iterative statement, which is for loop or while loop. Okay, so you update the value and then again you come back and check the condition. If this condition is again found to be true, then again this set of statements is executed and you go to this place and update again. Then you again come to the condition, check the condition. If true, again this set of statements, means again and again on finding the condition as true, means again and again on finding the condition as true, you will be executing these set of statements only. Okay, and as soon as the condition is found to be false, you will simply come out of the loop. See where the arrow is taking you. Okay, so on finding the condition false, आप सीधे इस iterative statement से बाहर आ जाते हैं और आपको कोई काम नहीं करना होता है. मान लीजिए आपको सबसे पहली ही बार में कंडीशन फॉल्स मिल जाए तो आप कुछ भी इस लूप का कोई भी स्टेटमेंट एग्जीक्यूट नहीं करेंगे, सीधे आप इस लूप के बाहर आ जाएंगे. ठीक है, तो हमें बेसिकली यहाँ पे देखना होता है कि कंडीशन का रिजल्ट है क्या. अगर ट्रू है और जब तक ट्रू है ये काम करना है, और जैसे ही फॉल्स हो जाए आपको सीधे बाहर आ जाना है. तो फॉल्स होने पे यहाँ कोई काम नहीं करना है, ट्रू होने पे ही बस काम होते रहना है. सो दिस वॉज चिल्ड्रेन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ द डिफरेंट वेज program control can flow through your program. Okay, so in this video I'll be keeping my discussion only till this topic, and in the next videos you will be learning the examples and implementation of these selection and iterative flow of control in detail. Okay, sequential you already know, you have to learn what are selection and iterative statements. Thank you so much.